This project is really going to help us determine how long-term our solutions will be and determine what the future of water hemp control really looks like. So in this project, this past fall, we collected a total of 126 populations of water hemp throughout the state. Those came from 84 counties, and we are going to put them through a greenhouse trial where we will be able to determine how much metabolic resistance they have to chloroacetamide herbicides, part of the Group 15 site of action. In the past few years, weed scientists have started looking a lot more at metabolic resistance compared to years past. We are documenting the extent of Group 15 herbicide resistance in water hemp throughout the state of Illinois. Most of it has been target site resistance, meaning that to a reasonable extent, no matter how much of an herbicide you applied, it was going to be resistant to it. Now, what we have is metabolic resistance we're looking at. Whenever we make a field application of those herbicides, that original rate that we spray, metabolically the plant cannot overcome it. It cannot detoxify that high of an original rate whenever you make that first pass through the field. Those residual herbicides are meant to offer several weeks of residual activity and keep water hemp in particular from emerging. What we've seen now is those residuals are lasting much shorter than what they were originally intended to. People like the University of Illinois are now recommending that we do everything we can to prevent a single water hemp plant from going to seed in that field. Essentially, we've kind of taken on a mindset that we should not even allow those few plants to go to seed. So practices that have become super outdated, you think about walking bean fields, something that no one's done for decades. If we're going to truly prevent resistance, that's one way to make sure that we minimize the selection pressure as much as possible on our herbicides, because to date, we haven't found, any weeds that are resistant to being pulled out of the ground and manually removed. As long as we're using chemicals on it, we're always selecting for some sort of resistance. It's a problem that definitely you have to stay ahead of. You have to be as proactive as possible to a problem that you are normally reacting to in the field.